Hi everyone, welcome to another unboxing of DC Collectibles. Today we have DC's Legends of Tomorrow, Firestorm. He's the first one in the line for DC's Legends of Tomorrow, so let's open him up and see what we have. Okay, and let's start off by having a quick look at the box. We have DC's Legends of Tomorrow on the top of the box there. On the side of the box, we have number 1 and then Firestorm written, so he's got his name up there as well. The front of the box here, you've got your clear glass or plastic that shows right through to the figure. You've got his spare head. He comes with 2 sets of hands plus an extra hand with flames sticking out of it. We'll go over that a little bit more later. He's got a head with flames coming out of the top and the whited out eyes. On the side we just have an image of Firestorm himself with DC's Legends of Tomorrow logo there and number 1, series 1 in the collection. On the back we have Green Arrow from season 3. We also have Hawkgirl and Zoom. Like all the DC collectible boxes, they just slide out, open up from the top, and you can slide it out from the bottom or from the top. It's up to you, personal choice. And there we have the figure itself, just like that. Okay, he comes also with the DC Legend of Tomorrow cardboard backing, which is always good for display purposes if you want to set them up for later on. He also comes with this instructions. Again, this is a new thing I think that they're doing with the lineup of the figures. They're giving you instructions on how the pieces connect together. I've seen this with the Flash's Zoom so far, and now Hawkgirl and Firestorm. So it is nice that they are adding these things to it. Here we have Zoom again, the instructions for Zoom, and then Firestorm and Hawkgirl showing how to put the wings on and the hands, and switch the heads with the hands as well. And get straight to the figure. So as you can see here, he's got the one hand, single hand there with the flame or fireball being thrown out of it. He's got the 2 flame hands, and then the one set of the hands just kind of gripped, partially gripped, but we'll have a closer look at that afterwards. We've got just a standard head for him there. Okay, so let's untie him. So again, he's got the 1 cable tie here in the back, which twists off pretty easily. Just like that. And he's also got the elastic down here holding his feet in, which is always pretty simple to get out. I'm just going to pop it open like that. And you just slide it back. The elastic comes off, which is pretty easy. And here we have Firestorm himself. So let's get a closer look at the figure itself. So here he is with the whited out eyes, the flames coming off the top of the head. They blend in okay. The flames got a lot of texture to it. The colouring looks okay. I think it's a nice piece. The whited out eyes look pretty cool. And I think they've done a really good job with catching the character's feature. It really does look like they've done a great job with making sure that the character's feature looks good. The suit is really nice too. They've captured that really well. So with the suit, they've gotten a lot of the detail really well. A lot of these lines are not just painted on, they're actually molded into the figure. That's molded there as well, so it's really nice. Even the lining here on the sides, which is really nice. It's not just painted on, you can actually feel the grooves and everything, the texture on the suit, so it looks really nice. Move further down to the side. Just move the arm out of the way as well. And to the back. other side. Okay, head mobility. So the head goes up really far. You can push it down pretty well. Turns all the way. Whoops, that popped right off. There we go. That was a little bit loose. Okay, so this head's actually pretty loose. You can turn it all the way that way. Turn it all the way back the other way. Up and down pretty well. You can turn it to the... Whoops. Keeps falling off. You can turn it to the side. Turn it to the other side. Just like that. Okay. The head ball joint on this one's kind of loose a little bit. And I don't know if it's got some sort of... I don't know. It feels like it's got some sort of oil on the ball joint here. That's kind of oily. I really hope... I don't know what that is. This one came kind of oily there. And it seems to be the same inside the head too. But the ball joint on the head seems kind of loose at the moment. But otherwise it's got really good head movement. Arms, we stretch it out. That's pretty good range. It reaches out pretty well. You turn them all the way up and do a full 360 that way and that way, so that's pretty cool. He does have pivot at the elbow, so you can spin that right round if you want. And he's got good joint movement in the elbow as well on both arms. And he also has the full pivot on both arms. A little bit of movement in the wrist, not very much. But he can turn all the way around. Like 1 and 2. Upper torso. Oh, there goes his head. I'll just grab that real quick. Okay, so this head's really loose. I'm hoping the other one will be a little tighter. Upper torso, however, it's got a little bit of bend forward, not very much. A little bit of lean back, not very much. Side, one side, other side. You get a little bit of a turn one way and the other way. I wouldn't really go much further than that at this point. Hip bend at the hip, so full waist turn. You can turn in full 360, which is really good. It's a lot better and a lot easier than a lot of the other figures so far, to be able to do that. Legs, let's get to the legs. Legs don't stretch out further than that. So that's as far as the legs are stretching out. Backwards, that's about as far as it's going to go. Forward, that's the highest it's going to go. He has no thigh pivot, but he does have bend in the knee. So you've got your double jointed kneecap there. No pivot on the shin either, which seems to be a trend for the new ones. The foot rotation turns pretty well, so you can set him up doing like a side kick or something like that. Both ways, so you can turn it one way, the other way. No real... Oh yeah, there we go. Backwards movement's pretty good, and it's actually clipping, so you've got like position 1, 2... Where the other ones are just really loose, you just slide it up or down. These ones actually have 1, 2, 3 positions that you can place it in. So that's pretty cool. But again, with both sides, there's no thigh pivot, there's no shin pivot. Just your double jointed knee and the foot positioning. So again, on both sides, you can turn it one way, you can turn it the other way, and place it down. So with the shin and thighs not being able to pivot, that's kind of a little bit hard to position them a lot better. But being able to move the feet in any way that you want, that might make it a little bit easier. But yeah, it'll be pretty hard to pose him if you don't already have a stand. And I'm seeing that's sort of new. so far. With a lot of the new figures, it seems to be doing that, where you can have, you know, the figure looks really great, but to pose them, it's really, really hard if you don't have a stand. They're not putting as much details into the joints, especially with the DC Legends of Tomorrow line. Zoom Flash was great. It was exactly like the Flash and Arrow figures. It's just this line so far that they haven't done anything much with the legs besides the double jointed knee and the foot pivots. So that's kind of annoying. Okay, so taking another quick look at the other pieces. So we've got his other head there, which we're going to replace in a second. You've got the other two sets of hands, which we're just going to open up right now. So they're kind of like a grip hand, just like that. So both hands are the same. So you can sort of grip them like that, which is pretty cool. You also have the flame hands, which we'll just open up now. So these are all pretty well taped in. So there you go. You got your hands that have the flames on them as well. So flaming off the top. There again, these have the joint pivots here. So just up and down. There's no sideways movements on these ones. And then it comes with an extra right hand, I believe. There we go. Again, we also have this hand. It's a right hand which has a fireball coming out of it, which is really, really cool. I think I'm going to add that one to it. This one, again, it's got the pivot point there, but no real swivel or turn to it. Let's try on the other head. So, like I was saying before, this head pops off really easy. In fact, when I was maneuvering him around, his head was just falling off, like that. Okay, so I've just replaced the other head, and just fair warning, you really got to push down really hard and make sure it clips in, otherwise it's very, very loose. But like I was saying before, it's got really good range. Turn it to the side, not bad. One way, the other way, up, down. I mean, it's got really good head range, so that's really nice. And they did a really, really good job at capturing not the Firestorm character, but actual Jefferson, as the character name is on the show. His face, I think they've done a really, really good job. It looks a lot like the character, so I really like this one. And I think they've done a really good job on the entire figure. It looks really, really nice. I don't have any major issues with it, so that's a good thing. Okay, so we'll just do a quick change of hands. So we'll just pop this one off, just like that, and we'll shove the other one straight in. So that clipped in really easy. This is the hand with a fire coming out of the top of it. The flames coming out of the top. Like that. That looks really cool. I like that one actually. And I'm going to put the other hand on with the fireball coming out of it. This one might be a little trickier. Oh no, it went straight in. Just like that. Have it. So that is the all new DC Legend of Tomorrow Firestorm. I believe that's Firestorm 2.0. And that's it. Give you one last look at the figure. Now this is with the flame head and the two flame hands, one throwing a fireball. Not much range going back on that one, but you can position it pretty well. I mean, the rest of the arm you can position well. And it holds pretty well in that position, which is really good. This head seems to be a little bit looser than the other head. But again, I mean, they vary within figures. But the rest of the figure looks really, really nice. I like the hip pivot as well. That's something that Hawkgirl didn't have. And yeah, and these hands look really cool. I really like the hands. I might change the head, but then, you know, he's doesn't really have his flame powers if he's not on the head as well, so we'll see how we go. But otherwise, that is it. That is the full figure. Last view of it. Issues with this one? None really. I really like it. It looks really cool. It's really worth buying. It's going to make the whole collection look awesome. So I really like this one. One of the things I did not like about it, however, is the fact that there's no pivot on the thigh or on the shin. It's only knee bend from here, or even above the knee. It's just knee bends from here, which is really good. And I did like this part, which is you can position, it clips in. So it clips 1, 2, or 3. So that's really good on the foot. But other than that, you know, other than the non-pivoting here, it's really nice. I really like it. And I think everyone else will enjoy it too. Alright, so that is the full figure of Firestorm. From the new line of DC Collectibles from DC's Legends of Tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you like it, make sure you like our video and subscribe to our page for more. I'll have a lot more coming up soon. Supergirl's on the way. Supergirl figures on the way. I've got Adam coming in soon. We've also got White Canary to look forward to later this year. Also, with Kid Flash as well. But that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.